Hello, everyone. Are these here?
Hey everyone, it's Naj, and we're here with season 3, episode 11 of All America Homecoming. What is your ratings for this episode?
I like that. I would say like an 8.5. I would say 8.5.
Yeah, I'll give it a good like 8, 8.5, honestly. Um, I just feel like it was a solid episode. I mean, it's not
Yeah.
bad. I just wish some things were actually serious. So, okay, so what do you want to start with? Do you want to start with JR and Gabby and Cam? Do you want to start with Marcus and his son? Do you want to start with the
Bro.
tennis? Don't laugh, bro.
Let's see.
Don't laugh.
Might as well start. Let's start with Marcus and his sign.
Okay.
Uh, I don't know why they waited so long to do this at all. It could
Oh,
have been a good storyline, somewhat. But I don't care about it because we only got two episodes. Like, I want to see the people that I want to see. I want to see Coach Marcus, but I don't care anything about his kid, honestly. Like, and he's wilding. So,
mhm.
yeah, I
Yeah,
really,
I just feel like that was a choice. Like I knew before starting the season that they were going to bring somebody in connection to Marcus, but the thing is that you wasted episodes, crucial episodes on this.
yeah,
Like the fact that you never brought back the mom, like the mom and her situation with the son, like we barely see the son, and then somehow they had like JR connect bipolar disorder to his son clocking
yeah.
his T on cheating is kind of odd. All they said was you're a cheater, and he was like, maybe his son got bipolar. Like I don't understand the correlation between that.
Yeah,
And I feel like them. I feel like how if they didn't get canceled, this would have been a big storyline for season 4. But the
yeah.
thing is that it's impossible for you to wrap that up at the end of this season. Like besides the fact that oh well, he diagnosed for being bipolar. But and then you give him medicine or like prescriptions. Like what else could you possibly do?
Yeah.
And then like had Marcus try to bond with him more. I just feel like this is one of the most forced storylines I've ever seen because they completely like it's like okay. I know I joked about Marcus and Amara annoying me.
Bro, that's what they should have did for the instead of
Yeah, exactly.
him, instead of this
Exactly.
kid, have them. That's
I
annoying.
understand being over it, but the fact that like you're basically treating them as how you treat Damone is kind of nuts because you had them, do the slow burn a little bit, then they get together and then they break up and then they never talk again about it. And then Amara hasn't showed up in a minute, and when she does, is just for a quick in and
It's just
out.
for Simone. It's
Yeah, just for
really,
Simone, which is understandable because once again, it's
yeah,
her aunt. But like you made it seem like they were destined to be in game two, and they're not. And I'm not saying every ship that's on the show has to be in game, but the fact that now you're just like, oh, you could tell that they had nothing else for Marcus because after he dropped Amara, or after Amara and him like stopped pursuing relationship romantically, now he's just baseball. He's just like, oh, son, son, son. But the thing is, the son is unlikable. Not even
yeah,
because of what happened this episode, is because he came in with a shitty attitude regardless. He had more spiteful energy towards his dad as if his mom wasn't the reason that he was neglected out of those 13, 14 years of him knowing his dad.
yeah.
Then it's rushed and fast on how he realizes his dad isn't trash. Then he starts to hang out with the group even though he's like a fetus. Like, how are you not supposed to be in high school?
Yeah,
And then he destroys Marcus's whole
yeah. I was
mirror
crazy. I was
over
crazy.
over texting somebody. And once again, I can't say that's overdoing it because once again, I watched Degrassi and I had a character. I had a character who was bipolar and he crashed his car into a he crashed his hearse,
Yeah,
Eli. So like I really can't say that's overdoing it because you can't really describe how a bipolar person should act.
yeah.
So it's understandable that once again, him being young, frustrated, he has no outlet. He starts to freak out and panic and destroy the house. But the thing is, it's so late in the show that I'm just like, bro, I just want to see what happens with Keisha, JR, and Cam and Gabby and Lamone. I don't care about this. I don't care about your son. And it's
Yeah,
sad. But if you mentioned it like halfway through the season, like maybe episode 5, 6, or whenever you introduced, I would have been like, okay, that makes sense. If you started hinting a little bit
yeah.
more, they only vocalized it this episode. Like
It
it would
should
have
have
made.
happened when he first hung out with
Mhm.
JR that first time, like a
Yeah.
while ago. That was like 4 episodes ago.
Yeah,
That
and
was a while ago.
they could
So
have hinted it. They could have hinted him needing like an outlet, like by like when he was talking about the video games. Like
yeah,
if he didn't have like video games or anything to like kind of keep his like himself steady, then it would make sense as to him building up on it than just having him only do this because of a girl. Like
yeah.
I honestly I'm interested to see what they're going, but that would be a lie if I said that. So the actor is amazing though. Marcus, he's there. Uh, I mean, I just
He's there.
He's there because like I just don't care. I mean, I never cared about Marcus to begin with.
Really?
And I mean, in a sense, yeah, like when it pertains to like Damon and like the baseball team, but like once again, I didn't really care about the sport of it. I just was like, okay, well, these characters are
No.
there, they're thriving. But I'm talking like Marcus, once he started to do this dumb shit with him and Amar back to back, and then this random shit that I'm seeing now, I'm like, all right, dude. But I cared about him, but now I'm just like, bro, we have bigger fish to fry. Like
Yeah.
this is a college student show. Why do you think I'm gonna care about this 30-year-old, 40-year-old man right now? It's crazy, specifically when the show's about to be done. It's about to
Yeah.
be wraps. And we still have loose ends for the college students. You can wait. Yeah. Uh
Yeah, I
what
mean,
I mean, I don't know what I want to say. I don't know what I would want to see. Like
nah, that was it.
I
That was
don't
pretty much it. Like, there's nothing really like the storyline is like there's really nothing. It's just
yeah,
him
like it's
hanging out
just
with his kid, and like now they're
mhm.
gonna be trying to figure out if he has bipolar disorder, and
Yeah.
that's like I'd rather him and Amara be like, figuring out their relationship.
Even
Like,
then, like even if they wanted to do this, they could have had Amara integrated in there, or they could have had his, or
yeah,
they could have had Marcus integrated with the baby mom. Because once again, I know Marcus has some deep like anger towards the situation. They make it sound like he's just okay with the fact that he was, bamboozled about having a child, and now he's just
yeah,
taking it up with a grain of salt. Like, how are you not frustrated or angry or feel like you've been robbed in a sense? He just
yeah,
now just on pop-up patrol. Like, are you still in contact with the mom? Like, is the mom telling you anything? Or did the mom know? Like, why not bring the mom in when she was so
yeah,
hyped to show up when Amara was there? It's just crazy. Like now she's just not present. Like, why can't we see her pick up the son and then make a comment or Marcus like something
yeah.
to give Marcus has 3 dimensions this season pertaining to his real feelings. Like it would make sense if Marcus was like happy to see his son, obviously, but when he sees the baby mom, he has this like snarky, angry attitude. It just makes like he just okay with the whole situation. And it's just
Yeah,
like
which is wild.
it's
Yeah.
crazy to me. But okay. I mean, whatever that mean, I guess. Okay, what do you want to do next? Do you want to do the tennis thing or do you want to do Kim, Gabby?
We
Oh, you
can
know
do
what?
the what? What do we
You
think?
know, you can decide, you can decide.
No, what were you about to say though? What were you about to say?
I was gonna say talk about Kim and stuff next. I wanted to grind up J Marks, but I'm gonna let
I
you
was saying
decide.
we can say that for last. 'Cause I feel like that Cam and
Was the
that
big was
story is
the
the big
majority.
one.
It's
Yeah.
majority. Okay.
The
What
tennis
it
thing with Simone though. Man, that'd be annoying. I was really getting so mad. See, if we went through all this tennis stuff just for you to quit, it's,
yo,
I was about to flip out, yo. Like, what do you mean you don't like want to play anymore after that? Like, you did the surgery so you could play tennis and all that. Like,
yeah,
she was kind of wild in this episode.
yeah.
But I loved
I
her and Lando. I love Lando showing her in that doubles match was cute and fun. That was nice.
Nah, it was cute. Real cute. No, because like I feel like the writers completely they don't know what to do with
They
Samoa
don't
sometimes.
at all.
Sometimes they don't. I don't think they knew what to do with a lot of these characters, to be honest.
Yeah.
And they just threw something on the wall and hope to stick because Simone every season has had the same thing happen.
Yeah.
If it's not about like the sickness thing, but it's like every season she has some type of conflict with either the coach or the tennis players or something that makes her dial her tennis stuff, and then she has to have a speech that basically integrates her back into realizing that she kind of had a moment. And like, yes, there can be moments where she's like, bro, I just got
Yeah.
mad. I just got mad. I don't even want to do this anymore. This would have been the best time to ever have her have this doubt.
Yeah.
Okay. But it's been happening so much for dumber, smaller reasons that I'm
Yeah.
just like, bro, this is your
I
final
can't take you
straw.
serious. Like, I can't.
Not even that. So it's just like this is the final straw. Like was the final straw not when they basically suspended you for the THC weed
Oh
stuff and
yeah.
your lotion? Was it when earlier this season when you became like Thea 2.0 for a second, or last season when you lost being a captain, or last season when you were having beef with like Tootie, or was it when you couldn't when it was something with the top six? Like there has been so many reasons when she's just like, bro, like I'm tired of this sport that is like honestly, I'm not shocked. But I feel like this is the most it makes sense because this was the main reason why she kept pushing and pushing and pushing. Like and like this, like her thing kind of reminds me of like football and All American, where it's like if they can't have football, nothing else matters. Um, And in her sense, the only thing she always talked about was tennis, 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 tennis. Even her
Yeah.
major is about sports somewhat. So for her, that was her main reason. Like that's her main passion. She goes to school, and obviously her main thing is to like be a successful tennis player potentially. And for her to like do all this treatment, rushing everything, and not listen, not even listening to Nate when she was like, you should calm down on this. This is too
Yeah.
much. Like she didn't want to lose that captain position spot. She didn't want to lose the importance of tennis that it became a job for her. This is something that is like a hobby for her, a passion. But when you take it serious, like as if it's like a job, it starts to become very hassling. And for her, she did all this, the freezing of the eggs, the extra radiation. She was exhausting herself. Doing that at 2 weeks earlier, you're doing
Yeah.
that back to back to back with medicine, medicine, medicine. And I don't even think it's just like tennis overall. I think it's cancer. Cancer drained her with how fast she
Yeah.
did it. And
Like
so,
mentally, yeah.
yeah, mentally she's exhausted, and now she's done cancer. Obviously, she still has like the speeches with like the cancer patients, so she still talks to them about her struggles. But like,
Yeah.
she's been so exhausted from doing that that when she gets into tennis, that's another amount of exhaustion that comes from that. Because with tennis, you have to play your all. You're the captain now. That means you
Yeah.
have to be the best of the best. And for her, she's like, bro, last episode I couldn't even hit how I wanted to hit. So it built up because last episode she was talking about how she was hitting 10 miles per hour less than what she normally would do. And
Yeah.
then this episode, she's like exhausted from it mentally. And she's probably having that moment where she's like,
But
I don't
she's
even want to
winning
do.
though. I'm surprised because she's
Yeah.
winning. It's not like she's
Yeah,
winning, so
it's like it's those things of like you don't really care about it. It's like you want when you about to lose it, that's when you care. But when
yeah.
you get it, it don't really matter. And it's
Yeah.
kind of like that thing where it's like much. But then Smith had one where he's like, I'm about to quit football or something like that.
That's
And we
because
were
his dad
like,
died, so
yeah.
yeah, but it's
So like
kind
this is I guess this cancer thing is kind of like her situation where she's
yeah.
like, I don't want to do it anymore. Like it's so much. But even her like her winning, it don't even matter. Like she's just so exhausted that she can't even relish in the fact that she's taking dubs. It
Yeah.
just doesn't matter. But I like that with Lando, he was able to like notice it because let's be
I
honest
feel like
here, all
everybody noticed it though, but Lando, yeah, he
yeah,
helped.
yeah, the advice that he gave because let's be honest here, All American Homecoming has had a very persistent let's take somebody's sport away. They gave Cam an aneurysm, he can't play football. They
Yeah.
they said they had brought JR sickness back so he couldn't play baseball. So was Simone, that's why they both gave her that same advice, like, oh yeah, you should stop playing tennis for a minute. Because that's what happened to them. They had to take a step back from their,
Yeah.
their sport. She doesn't really have to because she's not sick anymore. So for them, their advice is like, you maybe should take a break. Which yes, I feel like she should have took that break before the
Yeah.
treatment. Now it's like you already did that. You already went through every precaution and every
Yeah.
procedure there was. You can now do what you wanted to do weeks before. So with Landon, he's like, he knew that she was lying. He's like, listen, you're feeling numb. Oh, like you're lying, whatever.
Yo,
And
him touching her like that's yo. I'm like, yo, what the hell? Yo,
first,
that
first of
was
all,
crazy.
first of all,
Yeah.
that whole situation. Wow, I honestly wasn't going to bring it up, but you brought it up. I was about to crash out. I think the
Like,
funny
did you
thing,
like it or did
yeah,
you
yeah,
not
yeah,
care?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay,
I was
yeah.
screaming it. I was screaming because I was like, wow,
Oh god.
this is actually
Yeah.
crazy to see. Because I think the funniest thing is, mind you, beginning of the episode, we find out that Eva was spreading rumors. She said,
Yeah,
"Stop."
wow.
If y'all watched the Proud Family, remember that stop spreading the rumors around, stop
Yeah,
spreading
I
the
used to love that
lies.
show so
I
much.
I, I rewatched it a couple months
I need
ago,
to
but
watch
like,
it.
yeah, you need to watch the new one too. But yeah,
Yeah.
like she was spreading rumors around, and okay. Then she waited. No, and Lando was, okay, I see you. Because he's like, oh, well, you mad because of that, right? That's why you're not caring about this
Yeah.
meeting. Is this why you're not making any plans for like tenants and stuff like that? And she's like, no, I'm just over it. Like she's been so exhausted for weeks that she hasn't even supporting her PKZ stuff. So the fact then you see Eva show up because I want to know who said something about it. Did Lando go to Eva on the side and be
Yeah.
like, "Yo, you better fix this"? Because she showed up in her spiritual church setup. Talking about
Yeah.
some, I apologize. I let it get to whatever. And I'm just like, what is your opinion? What is your opinions on that?
I like that she apologized. You know, she definitely should have apologized. I definitely don't think she ever should have even have said stop hanging out with. I get why she had said that, but she should have went to Lando instead of Simone from the beginning. Because Simone really had no. I mean, she had control over it, but like she wasn't the biggest. I feel like
Yeah,
Lando was the one
I just feel like
really. Yeah.
the biggest disconnect is that like I don't understand how people are like it's Simone's fault. Yes, Simone and Lando are emotionally cheating. They don't know that.
Yeah.
That's the delusion of the show is that the show is going to make these characters seem like they're just friends. We've seen it with Keisha and JR. We've seen it with Damon and Simone. We've seen it with Spencer and Olivia. We've seen that thing of we're just friends. We've seen that. So I don't understand why people are looking at it in a deeper lens this time when in reality, yes, Simone blackmailed Lando to talk to be friends with her, but she did not do that in an intent to snatch him romantically. She just wanted him as
You
a
don't think
friend.
so? I feel like she did. Like I feel like she's
No,
always
no,
wanted him ever
no.
since Damon
I,
left.
no. I feel like she felt guilty
Yeah, I
about what
think that's the
happened
big
between
yeah.
him, and that now since she wasn't with Damon, she's like, now I can try to get my friend back. But I don't think that when she blackmailed him, she was like, I need him to be my man again.
Oh
Because if that was
yeah, I
the yeah,
mean
like I
yeah.
don't think she did that because she wants to date him. Like she obviously want to be friends with him. She misses him. She even said it before Damon left. 301. She was like, is it rude for me or bad of me to still want him as my friend? It's been hinted before Damon left. Like
Yeah.
Damon was there, and she was like, "Dang, like, should is it wrong for me to want Lando as a friend back?" So for people to be like, "Oh, she definitely did. She knew about Eva. She knew about Eva, and then she did it to snatch him." No, she was
I
already thinking
definitely
about it
think
before
she's
that.
wanted him back ever since then though. Like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think she envisioned that they would get back together
Mhm.
at some point and all that. I think that's what the
Yeah.
friendship came
Yeah,
from and
yeah,
all. So
there's always was something there because they almost kissed in 304. So like I'm not saying that there was never romantic undertones from the beginning, but like for us as viewers, she only always sees Lando going to Simone. It's always
yeah.
him. So
Yeah.
for her to go to the person that's not always pursuing the other person is kind of nuts. He like we already said last episode how many times he went out to actively look for her. Did you see Simone looking up at the balcony and looking at Lando? No.
Yeah.
So for you to go to Simone, it's like that. It's like that type of thing where like a couple cheats and you only have the energy for the girl, but not for the guy as
Oh
well.
yeah, it's kind of
Like
crazy.
that's
Yeah.
kind of like what it is. Like the girl was wrong, yes, but so is the guy. The guy is the one that actually you're dating. He owes
Yeah,
you
he's
that
the
right.
one that's more wrong.
Yeah, more wrong. Like, come on now. Like as much as like, and then I don't even know what she wanted someone to say. Like
I don't either,
I don't know.
honestly.
I don't know. Let's be honest. Like, what was she supposed to say? Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, I understand why you said it.
Yeah.
I understand why you lied. Like, oh, thank you for being the big person to tell me this. The lie's already out there. Like, it's
Yeah.
not going to stop because you was think you said you're sorry. I don't want to say what can y'all tell me what I'm missing? Let me take out my Lamone lens. What would you have said in regards to her basically spreading of rumors? Because yes, there is romantic tones between them both, but they are not dating yet. So like
Yeah.
it's still like a nobody else knows it though. Now people can kind of see it because what Lando did afterwards is, but as the apology, what would you say? Like, what would you have said? Like, oh, thank you for your
Yeah.
kind words.
Be like, oh, that's what's up.
Yeah,
Thanks.
like I don't know, like, because girl, we're not even friends. So like, you don't even owe me that. Like at this point,
Yeah.
we're not really cool.
Well,
We're just
they are
sisters.
in the same,
Just yeah,
so
sorority.
it would be
Yeah,
awkward. So I guess
yeah,
to clear the air, yeah.
yeah. Because
But
Simone
she
is
never
the
should have
she's the
even
higher.
did that though. That was petty and
What did
stupid
she
for her
like?
to
Like, how did
do.
she even word that? Oh, well, we broke up
Yeah,
because Simone. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like her apology amazing for Eva, but like that
Was just not needed.
it was
Like
not even needed.
we didn't need to see her anymore at all.
Yeah.
Like
And like and then she was and then this is crazy to me because once again she did the same thing that she did last time. Now last episode Lana was like you should speak she should have spoke to me, right? Now she's talking to Simone and she's like, oh now she wants Lando to leave. No, you brought her into this
yeah.
mix. You might as well just go ahead and stay
That
right
was
now.
so awkward too. And she
It
like,
was.
yeah, she was like,
She's
no,
like, nah,
you
he
can
can stay
stay.
here. He can stay since you keep coming to me on the side. Go ahead and tell him.
Yeah.
He didn't even listen. Y'all talk.
He didn't even
Was
try to leave
he didn't
either.
care. He
He
didn't care. He didn't speak to
didn't
Eva
say, I'll give you
once.
some space.
He
Whatever.
right.
Like,
He didn't say nothing. He was seated for the tea. Lando, kid, you not ain't say nothing to Eva at all. It was crazy. Once Simone was like, okay, I have things to do, so I don't really care. She walks
yeah.
off. Lando looked at her one time and left. Like he left her sitting there.
Yeah, bro,
He
it's
could
crazy. It's wild.
he could have said I'm sorry for Simone, but it's
Yeah.
not it's you can't because like if anything, if I was Eva and I saw them two just talking and she said, oh he can stay and then he runs after her, I'm like, oh they're definitely dating now. Like at this point they're dating.
Yeah.
I would have said, nah, I'm not tweaking. They trying to gaslight me. But then Lando even makes it extra.
Yo.
Goes chase after her, talk about some could I holler at you for a second? First of all, I know you see them people behind y'all. I know they're on Yard Yak as we speak, confirming that Eva wasn't tweaking. Because
Yeah, like
why would you do that?
yeah, Lando man is wild. He's like truly
He
just doesn't care. He
he
just
don't
doesn't
care.
care.
He
Like
don't care. And that's that's exactly what like you can't like that's him.
yeah,
Simone to do this. Simone was like, I just feel numb. Like I'm over the PKZ stuff. I'm over like tennis. I'm over the whole like caddy drama. I'm just numb. Like I just feel like at this point I've just toned down everything. And he's like, you sure about that? Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
He was like, let's check
Let's
then.
check that. Thomason, you do
That's
feel. What did you
crazy.
feel? A shoulder blade?
That's crazy.
Go to he needs to get out of here. In front of everybody. Like I know people probably taking pictures. Like,
And her
yard yak, here
facial
you go.
reactions were crazy.
It was crazy. I think I've never saw her be stupefied ever. Like she was quiet. She was like, mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I said, wow. She couldn't even say a word. She couldn't even say nothing.
Yeah. That's
He
crazy.
left her and she was just staring at the spot. She was stuck at the same spot, like, wow,
Yeah.
yeah.
And
That
that
was
way,
crazy.
even was probably right there looking.
That's
Imagine
what I'm
the
saying.
awkward.
Only
That
thing
would
she
have
had
been
to
so
do,
awkward.
only thing she had to do was look back like this and saw just what he was doing. Him, mind you, not Simone.
Yeah.
Him. That was him. Let me put on my moves. Like he was revving up the Riz. He was ready. Like,
It
and then to watch them play tennis, which is funny because we
was
only saw
funny,
them play
yeah.
tennis last season. Not really tennis, but it was the one with the like it was the black eye episode. And they were like on different sides of the team,
Well,
and then now they're on the same team.
yeah.
And it was just funny to watch them get ate up by some kids. Like Lando was not hitting any
Yeah.
ball. I'm like, so you were just there
Yeah.
in
He was,
spirit?
like, he's an athlete. Like
I mean,
he can hit the ball. Like it's not crazy
I
hard.
mean,
He was just missing it
yeah, he was
completely.
missing.
Like
I think it's because for him, he's used to just throwing it, so like him hitting it and catching it is different. But like
I guess.
you said you watched Simone long enough to know, but you didn't
Yeah,
make any hits.
you didn't take up no
Your
lessons. No,
ass,
you
your
didn't
ass,
try. Like
your
I never
ass.
played around, just
No,
jokingly.
no.
Like that's crazy.
He jokingly missed every ball, like.
Yeah,
But it was nice for her to at least have fun because she already
yeah, it
was over.
was.
She was over everything. So like at least to get some laughs in some degree. I think the most crazy part of that whole thing was the ending scene actually before they cut it off for Marcus and his son. It's when Cam and Gabby was introducing the song and they were like, this is for the lovers.
Yo, and they're
And
just
she
sitting
looks
there
at
right
him. No,
there.
she turns around and looks at him. Like I was like, wow, it's we're getting there, we're getting there. Wait,
Yeah.
2 episodes left. You better wrap this shit up, bro.
Yeah, I don't know how they're gonna do it because it should be
I
interesting.
have a concept. I have a concept in mind what they're going to do, but I'm not going to say it because it's so cliche that I don't want to give the writers that clichéness, bro.
Uh,
But
but I did love Simone's journey in this episode. I love when she laid on the tennis court and all those flashbacks. We saw Jordan. That was crazy. But
that was
the
nuts.
thing that I noticed, the last
Damon.
flashback
Oh, that's Fat is love confession.
was no, yeah, it was her and no, her and Lando, right? It
Yeah,
was
the love confession.
yeah.
That's when
Oh, that was it. Yeah, I know.
that's when he went to her room in 215. Well, that's when he came in her room after Damon was like he loves Simone, he wants to be with her, and then he came in and said, I want to be more.
Mm,
So he told her his feelings about him, I mean about her. And that was the moment where then that's when we was like, okay, well, who's she gonna choose?
yeah,
So the fact that one, no Damon, we had a few Damon scenes. Let's not act like Damon wasn't there. Damon was just in the background, like the
yeah.
one where they were at the dinner. Then it was the one where they were all like cheering for each other, whatever, something like that. He was in there a little bit, but they didn't use none of the couple scenes. They didn't use no single like actual Damon and
No,
Simone scene. That's
crazy.
nuts.
Yeah.
That's wild. And I don't know if it's because like Peyton the actor, he probably like they probably had to have paid him more to have certain shots in. I don't
Oh,
know, like
maybe.
cause you know like sometimes like how on Legacy is the actress who plays Haley, she didn't allow like she would have to been paid if she was showing shots, so they didn't have her in
Oh,
pictures. So like it could have been that scenario where they would have to pay him more for like those little glimpses. But then I'm like, well, then how much did you pay for Mike to show Jordan? Like
yeah,
twice at that point, Jordan twice. I don't know. I just feel like that's it kind of makes it not look good on either like on the productions side
yeah. It
because it's like
looks
why Damon
weird,
it's in
really
there,
weird. Yeah,
especially when he's like the male lead and like you know him and Simone were friends before they actually started dating. So it's odd for like them to have no clips at all.
yeah,
And then it even makes it more wild to have the final scene be
yeah.
that big part, which is Lando's love confession. Because then it's like What does that mean? That means that you
That means that
actually
they're
been
getting that together. That
yeah,
means,
yeah. It's
yeah,
like, but then it's also like, did you ever, because like she said she loved him. I'm like, when did you tell us this? So did it
yeah.
mean that you always loved him, but you just didn't say anything? Like, what does that? I took it as she's gonna get back, she's gonna get Orlando,
Oh,
the,
yeah.
but the fact that she just, that was her last memory to land on, not her like, like can't her beating cancer came before that final scene.
Yeah.
I was like, wow. And then it leads to her then going to the end with the little the Valentine's date with Lando. I'm like, okay, I see you.
Yeah.
I see the writers. They cooked. They cooked. They cooked it
Yeah.
up.
A good episode for Simone, though. Pretty good
Yeah.
episode,
I know
yeah.
people were like exhausted, but I really understand why she felt that way. Like I feel like due to her going through so much nonsense with tennis the first two seasons, that is like, girl, you're overdoing it. But
Yeah.
she just overcame cancer and now she's exerting herself into another mental draining thing, even though she's winning. Yes, winning is there, but like the work to get these wins in is probably exhausting her. She's like, I think about it, she has multiple things. She's doing PKZ. She's like the head up there, right? Like she's like
Yeah.
the top sister.
One of them,
She's
yeah.
yeah, like now she's not the captain, so she don't really got to do the burden of tennis, but tennis she still got to be. Like, she's probably the top six at least. Then you have her with the committee. Then you have her being exhausted with also with dealing with friendships, lying that she don't love Lando as well. Like she's doing a lot. So
Yeah.
I understand, but like
It
once
makes
again,
sense. It's just, damn.
it's like now it's not the time, especially when the whole season was her like trying to get to that point.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like once again, All American Homecoming loves to snatch away sports. Like they took away lacrosse, they took away baseball, they took away Cam in football, they took away JR in
Yeah.
baseball.
Yeah.
Yeah, they took away a lot. So I'm happy for Lamone. Y'all already know I honestly didn't think I would ever be here, especially after last season. So I'm just actually shocked every episode. Uh, so yeah.
Yeah.
Now let's get to the big juice of the this episode actually. The GOAT Cam.
Yeah, that's my boy Cam, man. His
The
growth, man,
it's
his
actually
growth.
it's actually astronomical.
I swear, man, his it's been great. He's up there with Asher, like
I was
all
going to
time,
I,
all American
I was
characters for
going to say
growth.
I was going to say that. Yeah, I mean, I feel like it shocks me for Cam because there has been moments where I thought he was going to crash out and he didn't crash out. Because for me, okay, before I even get to Cam, do you want to do Gabby and JR first before we do Gabby and
Yeah, that's
Cam?
fine. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, JR, that slap,
Yeah, that slap was crazy,
it was
yo.
crazy. I laughed because I knew it was coming, and I kept talking to people about it. I was like, bro, I think she's probably going to slap this boy. Or 'cause I don't think she's gonna fight Keisha. That would have been too much. And it's convenient
Yeah,
that Keisha was not here.
yeah.
She would have got
She knew to take a vacation. She knew this
because
was
why?
like,
How many times her and Nate gonna go on these fucking vacations? Like, well,
it's
what money are
crazy.
y'all getting? Like,
Yeah, it's
just like the second vacation. I want 308, now 311,
well, I
and
guess it
then
makes sense in a way. Keisha's dad is like rich, I'm
oh yeah,
guessing,
true, true,
right?
true. But
So
but then
it's
Simone
just
not making it
crazy.
any
Yeah,
time.
it's
Like
crazy.
first it was a cancer treatment. Now it's she's so consumed with tennis that she's not going to these
Yo,
trips. That probably would have
and
helped you not be thrown out.
it would that's we could have got the All American homecoming and All American spinoff because Spencer plays football for New York. Yo, this could have been iconic episode. But yeah,
No. But like I just feel like with that smack it was
that was
very
crazy. She
it
winded
was
up
crazy.
for it like okay, and just
She
like
yeah, she slapped child. And the thing is that the thing is that I thought they weren't gonna like cause a scene,
yeah.
but that slap caused the scene. Like that slap
They couldn't have not heard it, bro.
you saw the lady in the back, she was like they were seated the whole time, like the whole conversation, and her turning back and being like, I really truly wish you the best.
Yeah.
But the thing is I feel like I'm still not satisfied with that ending. I supposedly it was rumored or been announced that this is the last Heather appearance as Gabby.
Oh,
And I feel like,
really?
yeah, supposedly. And I
The
feel
heck?
like honestly, even though I wasn't fond of the relationship that much, I feel like that's probably the worst way for her to be written
Yeah.
off because she doesn't really have closure. She's got to slap. And I'm not saying closure always comes in a speech. I'm not saying closure always comes with answers, but just to like, I feel like with her, she handled her emotions more than Cam did. And well, Cam didn't punch him, so he still handled his emotions well. But I'm saying, like, I feel like with her, she should have had. I wanted her to at least ask why, because with
Yeah.
Keisha, we got her telling Cam why she did it in some degree, even though she tried to like lie on some parts and gaslight us. But like, at least she said they wanted to.
Yeah.
JR has not given any definitive answer as
Yeah,
to
like bro,
why
we
he
don't
did it.
know like we don't even know if he like
Feel
did
her. Like
like it or didn't like it. Like,
nothing. We know nothing about him. And like this is probably the most quiet I've seen JR since this kid's like
yeah,
he's been quiet since that kid's happened. And this is JR who's outspoken, won't he don't cat for nobody. And yet he's been quiet this whole time this has been happening. And it's just like, how
yeah,
are you quiet and why are you not giving them the answers? I feel like with Gabby, it wouldn't have mattered because Gabby is such a headstrong person that she's like, I don't even care about the answer. But I also feel like she would have wanted to know why.
yeah, I do
And
too.
and like for JR to like literally cheat and then nothing happens and then everybody's like, oh well, it was a mistake, a dumb mistake. No, y'all were emotionally building up since the beginning of the season. So it's not just a heat of the moment thing. Like, oh, so the counter is when you don't get what you want from your lover, you start to look out for other people. Like, is that what we're
Yeah,
giving?
wild, truly wild.
And then there's like a picture of Keisha and him sitting next to each other, laughing and smiling next episode. So
Really? Oh shit.
yeah, it's crazy.
Dang.
I'm just like, what the fuck, JR? Why have we not got an answer as to how you feel about the kiss or why did it happen?
Yeah.
Like you told me, so you've been thinking about it. Well, you've been thinking about it for a couple weeks. So can we get an answer or something?
Yeah, yeah, he's kind of wild. Yeah, I love Cam and Gabby in this episode though. I thought that was amazing. Their friendship was
Their
great.
friendship is
I
amazing.
love that he was there for her, for the whole JR thing and all that. And I hated
Hmm.
how she left when they were no never when she was listening to the song and then she saw JR and she left,
Hmm.
and all that. And the studio stuff was great. Like, man, like if Cam didn't come in when he did, and when J Marks was like cornering Gabby, like that would have been a really scary situation for Gabby.
Yeah.
Because J Marks is trash.
I've been did not trust
Nah,
him and
he's
or that light
the
skinned dude. Like
I trust
I
the
didn't
light
trust one
skinned
of
dude, but
yeah,
not the
his
dude,
demeanor.
J Marks.
His
Yeah. Yeah,
his
true.
demeanor.
Yeah.
But then J Marks was also just such a person to me because of how he carries himself. Like I feel like he just set Cam up for failure
He
because
did. That's
yeah,
crazy what he did.
because Cam would do everything that he asked
Yeah.
and then it would never be good enough. And then his reasons as to why he let Cam go was even more dumb and trash. And so he wasted this man's time. Like he could have literally been on other companies getting somewhere, but
Yeah.
he wasted his time. He tried to SA his friend. Once again, he's been friends with Gabby for about 3 years now.
Yeah.
He was with her before she like he was cool with her before she even tried dating JR. So for him to like watch like him being there to talk to her about like, you shouldn't bottle up these emotions and your anger towards JR. You should be able to like vocalize and let it out. Her dealing with that and then also dealing with this guy that's trying to push on her,
Yeah. This dude
some
is
people don't be
crazy.
saying no.
Yeah, like this dude was
Okay.
crazy. Like, yeah, I
I
just
was
love
like,
that the way Cam stood up to him and told him he was gonna knock him out, bro. Like, I wish he
no,
was.
he said,
I wish like he need to break out the Jordan and just start swinging
yeah,
on
so that's what I'm
people, just
saying.
not
Like
caring. Like,
Jordan used to be able to throw the Molly Whoppers and then everybody else is taking standby. Like Jordan used to punch these hands
you're not getting no
unreasonably.
trouble, no
No
trouble.
trouble.
So
No
like,
trouble. And but I feel like once he said, "I'll beat you up like your friend did at the club," I said, "Oh,
yeah,
you be getting beat up, but you be trying to SA people." It's kind of
yeah, that's kind
nuts.
of yeah, that was really crazy. Like,
Yeah, like you're trash. I'm happy Cam is free from you. I've been knew it was gonna be something
yeah,
from that trailer. You're done. Hopefully Cam does find somebody else for his passions,
he
and
has to
maybe
like,
him and Gabby will have like a band or something, like or make a
yeah.
group, and
They
they
just need to
decide to
sign to
Layla.
Layla's. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So I'm
Yeah,
saying, bro,
like,
they fumbled. Like that would have been
because
good.
and then have them come on to All American, and I feel like that's an easy way for them to go on All American,
Oh,
honestly.
true, true, true. Yeah, that's true. You could integrate
Because
that.
I feel like that could be a really good way. But I'm just guy. This was a good episode for Cam. I'm glad he is thriving still, and like without Keisha, and he doesn't really need Keisha and all that stuff.
Yeah, yeah. He showed that he was very mature this episode because once
Yeah,
again he's even said you can bring Keisha to this singing thing. Like I don't care,
yeah.
which is definitely cap because in the next episode's trailer she
Wait,
said
something
that
happened? Oh shoot!
yeah she's in front of him. She's like you deserve everything and he's crying. So I
Oh
don't think you're
shoot!
over her as much as you say you are.
Dang.
It's giving reunition.
Which I mean is understandable. They've been together for a while. They've gone through
Yeah,
so much.
I'm
So
over it though.
that's good.
I'm
Look,
over it.
if they end up together, I'll be happy. If they don't end up together, I'll be okay.
This I don't care about anybody else at this point. Just give me my lemon, bro. I don't
Yo,
care.
I really no,
Over it.
I
I'm
care about
over it.
them. Just give me my
I
Dia.
don't.
Yo, if they give me Dia, yo,
Yo, the
you could
fact
just
I've been seeing some people say just put Dia back together. I'm like, I
Listen, yo,
I guess. Go
they were
ahead,
ahead of
y'all.
their time. They were ahead of their time. It's crazy.
And then they fumbled. It's like they did, it's sometimes I feel like everything that they did for the past 2 seasons didn't even matter because like nobody that they're
Yeah,
trying to be together is together. Like
it's crazy. Crazy
it's
workout. These
crazy.
writers. These
Yeah,
writers.
yeah. They ruined your shit for what?
Yeah, I can't believe it, man. Because season two, A was so good for Nia.
Good. Yeah, and then they took it
It's
back.
yeah, it was
But
kind of wild.
dang, I was gonna say something. Oh yeah, and then I was gonna say something about Keisha, but yeah, I forgot about it. Just like that because we got distracted about because like oh yeah, with Cam, personally, I just feel like I just enjoyed how mature he was because once again with the kitchen
Yeah.
thing, and then also him being in a cordial space around GR for Simone's purpose,
Oh yeah, I
like
was.
both that was
No, but
shocking because he's
him cooking Simone breakfast. That
and
was
yeah, and
fire.
JR giving advice right next in
Yeah, that
front
was
of him,
cool.
talking about something you won't realize until you lost something you care about. Okay, JR, stop lying. But yeah, like the fact that like Cam went from I don't want to see him, he better not be nowhere near me to
Yeah.
him agreeing to be cordial with him for
For
Simone's
Simone, yeah,
benefit.
that was big. Yeah, that
That's
just shows
golden. That's
how
golden.
close they all are as a friend group and
It's
all
probably the
that.
closest I've really seen this friend group in a minute. I really
Yeah,
like how close. I hate that it's like this last minute, like
it's crazy. Yeah,
and then it gets close when they cheat on each other.
yeah.
But do you think Kim and Keisha are gonna get back together?
I do. Honestly, I really do.
Yeah, as much as I'm over it. I just feel like All American Homecoming cannot end with just one couple being together. They're
Yeah.
gonna make something shake. It's gonna be
I'm gonna say
Simone with
three
whatever.
couples. I'm gonna say three couples end up together. I'm gonna
And
say,
I already know. I want you to nod when I say them. Simone and Lando,
yeah,
Kim and Keisha,
yeah,
and Damon and Thea.
yeah,
So honestly, at this point, just get the ships together, bro. I'm over it.
yeah. Just get them
Um,
together. Yeah,
just stop milking it, and we don't want Marcus and that Noah dude. Yep, get him off our screen. We got ships to get together. So,
yeah. Facts.
but
Only two episodes. Like, yeah.
yeah. So that was our discussion. Let us know what your opinions on the storylines. Do you
Yeah.
think Cam and Keisha will reunite? Based off the synopsis and stuff. Lando's supposed to be trying to help them get together. I think he's gonna be helping Keisha get her man back.
Man.
But I think they're gonna clock Lando to you about Simone because
Oh
you're too
shit.
invested. You're too invested in people.
Wow.
So yeah, and how you feel about Cam and Gabby? Like overall, I like them. I like them as a friendship. I know people
Yeah.
see them. I know people like ship them as
I
well.
can't see them getting together. Yeah, I
Me
think it's
either.
just too close. I think
Too
friendship is
close. I
perfect.
mean, I feel like we need at least need to have one genuine friendship in All
Yeah.
American that doesn't thrive into a relationship.
Yeah.
And then how do y'all feel about Jared and Gary? Do you feel like the closure was needed or was it not needed? Or was that smack a justifiable action? How do you feel about Simone and Tennis and Lamone as a couple about starting? How do you feel about Damon
Yeah.
not even showing up in the damn
Yeah, that's
scenes?
crazy. That's crazy.
I was
Yeah.
shocked. But let us know. We'll see
Yeah.
y'all next time.
Peace.